Well, hello. I'm Noah Zimmer, and I'll be talking about my personal leadership philosophy. And I guess I'll just start with what leadership means to me. To me, leadership means being able to influence a group of people towards healthy ideals and goals. Uh, Leaders should care about about the well-being of their followers, and want to create a needed change in their group. I was put in the position of a team captain of my cross country team last year. I was one of like four senior runners, four or five. And looking back, I was an assigned leader. I was definitely an assigned leader, even though there were times when my teammates followed me because of the respect I'd gained from the time I invested into the team and all the work that I put in. So I was kind of viewed as like an elder, I guess, maybe with like some type of wisdom that some of the younger runners may not have had. So towards the end of the year, I gave a speech to the team about the change that I saw through them. I kind of at the beginning of the year, or like the first three seasons, first like 3 years out of the high school, during my time on the team, I noticed that the team wasn't as much of a family as it could have been. So that was something that I definitely had as a goal going into my career as a cross country captain. And so at the end of the year, I gave a speech at the end of my last season, I gave a speech to the team about the progress I saw in them. Um, During that speech, I reached out to create, well, not just during the speech, but during the year, I reached out to each runner to create personal relationships between all of them, all my teammates and I. I wanted them to want to do their best to impress me, and I wanted to do my best to make them. I mean, I wanted to do my best to impress them, honestly. So it was really a two-way kind of relationship. So I put as much work as I could during the practice and races to show them how much I cared. At the beginning of the summer, after I graduated and new captains took my place, one of the new captains actually came up to me and told me that um, all the hard work that they were doing was because of how hard they saw me working the how hard they saw me working as a captain the year previous to them. And so um, they just saw how hard I worked to make the team become a family, and they didn't want to, I guess, ruin that or something. So they thanked me for beginning a camaraderie that had been missing for so long in this team. I went through 3 years of experiencing that team, and then I realized that, you know, the team basically seemed divided between grade and gender too much. So as soon as I was appointed to that leadership position, I used that position to influence the change. I, along with my team, desired that we all become closer. I kind of mentioned it to a few guys. My coach talked to her about it, and cross country, like the sport itself, I wouldn't have been able to make that change without the sport because you, it's as much of a team sport as it can be an individual sport. So, though all your goals are individual based, you still have that family of runners to kind of back you up and, kind of inspire you and just keep the fire going within you. So, overall, I guess honestly, running has influenced, running has kind of built who I am from everything between, from everything between like my physical abilities to where I am spiritually, and quite frankly, the type of leader that I am. If it weren't for that, I would probably be even more. introverted than I already am, which seems kind of hard to imagine. But I know this might be a weird example, but the time that I spent using my leadership philosophies as captain of the cross country team, uh, it shows. It's been the most emotionally invested position that I've ever had because of how much I cared about my friends on the team and how much I cared about my own physical fitness. And that's about it. Thank you.